No one ever stopped in the canyon anymore. The storms were cruel, the nights colder, and hope felt like something the wind had carried away long ago. Yet there she was, a poor young cowgirl named Clara, sitting beside her tiny campfire, guarding its last dying flames like they were her only treasure. That fire was all she had left to keep the darkness from swallowing her whole. Just as the rain began to fall harder, she saw them. A rugged stranger stumbling through the canyon, his coat soaked, his face worn with exhaustion, and in his arms, a small girl clinging to him, shivering in silence. The man raised a trembling hand, not in threat, but in desperate plea. "Please," he said, voice breaking. "My daughter hasn't eaten. She's freezing." Clara hesitated. Her firewood was almost gone. By morning she would have nothing. But when she looked into the child's pale face, she felt her heart answer before her mind could. She moved aside and said softly, "Come warm yourselves. It's not much, but it's yours too." They sat by the fire, the flames dancing between strangers who shared nothing but the cold. Clara wrapped her only blanket around the girl and handed the man her last piece of bread. He tried to refuse, but she smiled. "Kindness doesn't weigh anything. Take it." The man introduced himself as Daniel. He spoke little, but his eyes told stories of long roads and heavy burdens. As the night deepened, the rain softened, and the child finally slept in his arms, safe for the first time in days. Clara stared into the fire, wondering if she had just given away her chance to survive another night. Before dawn, Clara woke to the sound of hooves. Panic rushed through her, but instead of danger she saw lanterns, wagons, and riders filling the canyon. Men in fine coats approached, calling out, "Sir, we've been searching everywhere." Daniel stood, no longer looking like a broken wanderer. He gently laid his daughter down and turned to Clara with a look she couldn't understand. "I didn't tell you," he said quietly, "but I'm Daniel Whitmore. I own the largest cattle lands west of this canyon. We were attacked on the trail. I had to hide who I was to protect my child." Clara's breath caught. The poorest girl in the canyon had shared her last fire with the richest man in the region. Daniel reached into his coat, but Clara stepped back. "I didn't help you for money," she said. "I just couldn't let a child freeze." He smiled, eyes filled with respect. "That's why you deserve more than money." By sunrise, Daniel offered her a place on his ranch, work, shelter, and a new beginning. Not as charity, but as family. Clara looked at the fire,